Fowler, as you noted in your written testimony, Russia has eagerly flooded online communities in Latin America with disinformation intended to undermine faith in democratic institutions and in the United States. Separately, China is investing heavily in information technology that can be easily manipulated by the Chinese government at their discretion for espionage or cyber intrusions. Do you feel that Southcom is adequately equipped to do its part to handle the separate but overlapping risks posed by these efforts?
Recently, in a visit to one of our partner countries, I had the leader of that country lean over and said, how do I get rid of the Chinese information technology that was sold to get after the violence in the city, but then oddly appears outside the U.S. Embassy and other places which are in the most secure parts of the city? These efforts have got to require a whole of government, whole of world approach where we offer safe technology and safe, affordable solutions moving forward. For our part, we've really participated with U.S. Special Operations Command in standing up appropriate information capabilities to counter in the information space. And I think that effort is nascent. It's having some effect, but it's very small scale given the volume. Just in Russia alone, they had over 17 million disinformation hits last year in social media. Outside Russian language, their Spanish language social media is their biggest effort, and they increased it threefold last year, particularly trying to discredit everything the United States did to help our partners recover from the pandemic.
Admiral, as you pointed out earlier, while China's economic coercion practices are only one element of its strategy to exert influence in the region, it is certainly an important one. Is there a way for Southcom and other U.S. entities to facilitate opportunities for economic engagement, where we can highlight the benefits of working with the U.S. as opposed to China?
There's some great efforts that Congress has championed, the Developmental Finance Corps and others in support of that. I think it's incumbent on all professionals like myself to learn as much about the economic elements as power as possible, but then to focus on what we do best, which is working with our partner militaries, supplying them professional training, professional education, and exercise program. They want to partner with us. That's their North Star. And we've got to have the right security conditions so that we can have sustainable economics. Businesses are fearful when they can't invest in a safe environment.
Understood. General Van Herk, as the Admiral noted, it's clear that one of our biggest challenges in the Western Hemisphere will be China's technological engagement that threatens our security. Are we beginning to see any signs that China's growing technological presence in the Southcom region is forcing Northcom to rethink its strategy of how it defends its domain, given the close proximity between the two regions?
Senator, we look closely at China's influence. They are absolutely in the Northcom AOR attempting to influence in the Bahamas, working through 5G, for example, the same thing in Mexico. We continue to defend all domains. Northcom defends our critical cyber infrastructure with allocated cyber protection teams, and we work closely with Cybercom and NSA as well. We're the DISCA synchronizer for cyber. If there is a need to provide defense support of civil authorities, we continually work with civil authorities as well to assess the needs for homeland security, as well as other agencies across the government.
Thank you. In your written statement, you indicated Russia and China had developed hypersonic and nuclear warhead-tipped cruise missiles. North Korea is also advancing its intercontinental ballistic missile program. These weapons put our allies and our own national security at risk. The current missile defense is based at the ground-based interceptor, or GBI, which was fielded 16 years ago. Since that time, we've improved the system and grown the size of the available arsenal. Last year, we appropriated money for the next generation interceptor, the NGI system, to improve our defenses. While I'm clear-eyed about the threat posed by enemy states' missiles, it is currently a time of competing priorities, particularly in light of COVID. In your opinion, can we still rely on the GBI for the foreseeable future? And two, assuming we need to push back on the NGI system, how long can we rely on the current arsenal?
Senator, I'm comfortable with my ability to defend the homeland, including Hawaii, against a limited state actor such as DPRK, which the system's designed for the foreseeable future. The key thing is to maintain the timeline of no later than 2028 for NGI to ensure that we maintain capacity and capability to defend against the ballistic missile threat.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Gillibrand. Now, via WebEx, Senator Fisher, please.